like swimwear. Oh my god. You guys, we're here. Welcome to. Hold on, no. We're not here yet. We're not here. Let me adjust. How do I like that? I kind of like it. Let me put my lip right there, and the remote's right there too. I need to turn the music all the way down. You can't hear it anyway. I'll put those right there. You can't really see them. But, okay, we're here. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the long-awaited. I announced this yesterday. I didn't even announce it. I just teased it. Welcome to the pod. Hold on, no. Let me start over. Hello, everyone, and welcome to my world. Oh my god. Welcome to the long-awaited pod. I literally teased it yesterday. We haven't been waiting. Y'all haven't been waiting that long. The people in the back in the camp, they can't been waiting for quite some time. Because I've been talking about doing a podcast for years. Here's a little lore right off the bat. We're going to start off with a little lore. In the 8th grade, me and Dwayne, I don't know, I'll put him on screen. Me and Dwayne started a podcast in the 8th grade. I don't think you can find it anymore, thank God, because it was definitely an experiment, is what I would call it. I would call it an experiment. It was called, you know what? Because you can't find it anymore, so I'll give the tea. It was called the Ghetto Dictionary, and it was just that, a little ghetto. I don't even remember what the purpose of the show was. If I'm being completely honest, it was very similar to this other podcast we used to like at the time called The Read. Now, my podcast girls, see, this is how you know, because everybody got a podcast now. Everybody want to get a mic, da-da-da-da-da. We've been in the game. I've been listening to podcasts since the 6th grade, basically. I loved The Read. That was my first podcast. That podcast raised me. If any of y'all listen to The Read, bitch, I know I could cue with you because our humor is like this. I loved that pod, but that was what really inspired me to even want to have a podcast at the time, because Dwayne listened to The Read too, and we bonded over that amongst many other things, and we started a cute little pod. We got like 4 episodes in. I remember there used to be this website called Anchor, which I returned to when making this pod, which it was like an extension of Spotify. Ooh, an extension of Spotify. And you could go like start your podcast from there, and they like showed you how to do the distribution, and like it's set up with sponsorships and edit and all of that. So yeah, it was a one-stop shop, and I started a podcast with them in the 8th grade that had 4 episodes, 4 very long episodes at that. And bitch, we had listeners all over the map, but you know, I'm getting off track. I'm actually on track though. Look, I have my notes here. See, this is how I feel professional. Like, I have my notes. Okay, I wrote them out. I was very excited for this. As you can see, I wrote out my notes. Not line by line. I just did topics here and there so I can bounce around a little bit. But yeah, I guess I'll just tell you guys about how my week's been. I have been prepped, first of all, because now that I realize, like, if you're not in my close friends, it probably looks like I have never logged into that Instagram at all. I just noticed that this tripod is not hooked up the right way. We're going to hope she doesn't just start leaning. If she just start leaning, like, it's the aesthetic. Don't even, like, pay it no mind, please. Like, guys, it's just, I'm going for artistic effect. But yeah, I was going to say, If you're not in my close friends, it really seems like I don't be on Instagram for real. Even if you are in my close friends, I'm sure it probably seems the same way because I don't know. My anxiety, I don't know, it's peaked in the past few years. Like, some shit will happen. Oh, yes, I'm cussing on the pod. I don't know if was that my first cuss in like 7 minutes? Which I don't, I don't know why that just gagged me. Like, anyway, if you, what was I saying? See, I didn't throw myself off track already because that cuss just took me out of it. Oh yeah, my anxiety. I just like, I don't know. I get into this weird like, and I don't know. It works weird with me being a creative. I get into these weird cycles where like something will happen, like I'll fall out with somebody, or I'll get into a minor disagreement with somebody, and then bitch, I become a hermit. I'm like, bitch, there's ops in the camp, there's snakes in the camp, child. I gotta hide. Like, bitch, staying in the house for 3 weeks type of hide. Like, bitch, literally not posting a fucking thing on social media for months hide. Girl, breathe. Don't nobody give a fuck. Like, why are you spiraling? Nobody cares at all. You can calm down just a tad, just a tad. Actually, a few tads. And I think that translates into my art and the things that I make because, like, I'll be like, bitch, literally, who the fuck cares about what you gotta say? Like, I don't know. Some people, like, bitch, the fuck? A couple people care. And they're gonna be my listeners. And, yeah, they're gonna be my cult. I don't know. This is the first episode. I don't even know what I would call my supporters. The few that are here right now, like, bitch, let me take attendance, okay? Right. But bitch, yeah, my supporters will care, and that's why y'all are here. Thank you for coming, and yeah. So this past week slash weekend has been a week slash weekend of overthinking throughout this week slash weekend. Okay, I've been I like when I have a good idea about something, bitch, I just be firing off on all cylinders. Like I'd be like, yes, and do this and add this and do that and twist it a little bit and turn it around and mirror yes and then right. And then I'd be like, okay, I've been sitting here looking at this thing that I made for 3 hours and why does everything look a little like or it'll be like, girl, like I don't know. Because for those of you who do follow me and keep up with my like bi-monthly posts on my story, you'll know I did go to London this past summer. Oh God, I hate to be bringing up scandal within the first 20 minutes, Jesus. But, the London vlogs gate did occur. I filmed and vlogged my entire trip, and bitch, my just general anxiety, because like I put so much effort into the stuff I create, and I be my own worst enemy. Like, bitch, I filmed and created, like, well, I only edited one vlog, but it took me a fucking, ooh, okay, calm down. Like, we're here with you, calm down. But it took me like probably a week to edit that first vlog, and it is tea, y'all. The first vlog, I can't lie, it's tea. But it came to me doing the voiceover for the vlog. I was just second guessing everything, second guessing how I sound, second guessing, am I talking too much? Like, am I narrating every single thing I'm doing? And then I picked up my left foot, and then I put it down on the ground, and then my right. Like, I was just like, just like, okay, okay, okay. And then I just like, time passed. I kept making excuses about why I didn't like the vlog, and it never came out. And so I'm just going into an era of like, girl, set it and forget it. I'm not overthinking the stuff I put out anymore. I'm just like, girl, literally release it. Like, Is somebody gonna march through that door and come and jump me? I generally be thinking that sometimes. Like, I'm gonna hit post. If fucking Terry Crews just gonna come in here and just start, bitch, like, let my hair go. Like, okay, calm down, Terry. Like, that's what it feels like. Let me stop messing with the cord. But, yeah. And so those vlogs never saw the light of day. But in my new era of set it and forget it and just releasing things at my own whim and just letting it be kind of exposure therapy for me. Cause like, okay, right. Cause I just want to share more of my personality, the things I like, the things I do. Yeah. And just like create community. Literally. I love community, but and I have so many good people around me and a lot of great creatives. I feel like there's something in my nose. Like, what is happening? Hold on. Girl, cut this. All right, we're back. Um but yeah, I think there's just so many good people around me. I just want to create community around my content and the stuff that I put out. Cuz I be having such great ideas. I promise. They just never see the light of day. Y'all don't know anything about them, but trust you will. So, ooh, y'all. Why I literally I deleted like 50, 1100 million videos to make room for the video on the podcast because I wanted to record on my phone. And my phone just stopped recording, guys. Hold on. Give me a second. I'm going to get this together. Okay, whatever that means. We're back. Um, yeah, my phone. I just ran out of storage in the middle of this, which, you know, is expected. I went into settings though, and Snapchat was taking up 9 GB. Oh, okay. So you can go. Like, anyway, that demonic ass app. Anyway, um, I was talking about my week slash weekend, which led into me overthinking. This is me retracing my steps. I feel like Jennifer Lewis. What was the question? I thank you. I thank you. Nah, what was the question? I was talking about my overthinking when it comes to me putting out my art. I remember talking about the London vlogs. Um, yeah. Okay. Well, I guess we'll just move on from that point. I think that was gonna lead me into the fact that I ordered all of this stuff like literally last week. First of all, I already had a concept for this podcast. I just wanted it to be Austin's World, bringing you into my world, bringing you into my brain, like getting getting vulnerable with my audience. You guys are my audience. Oh my god, how does it feel to be my audience? Welcome. Get comfy. Yeah. I just wanted to like bring everybody into my brain because like when you're singing doing a podcast, like you're literally sitting and just talking into a microphone once or twice a week for like an hour to an hour and a half is gonna get very personal. So, especially because I'm just sitting here in my house in a room by myself, like, girl, it's literally like you would think this is very private, but this will be uploaded publicly. That's why I'm gonna make sure I don't say anything too personal or private, and I will be. I'm not listening to this whole thing back. I can barely rewatch. I wasn't even able to upload that London vlog, and it was a minute and a half. I couldn't even get through doing the voiceover for that. And this is going to be 50 minutes to an hour every week. We're going to try and go through most of it and just, right. See, trim down the fat, if you will. Trim down the fat. And yeah. But last week I went ahead and ordered all this stuff. For the past like 2 weeks, I've been working on like my YouTube, sprucing her up. I'm glad it doesn't do anything. Like, I kind of I have a love hate relationship with, like, if you change your layout on Twitter, it'll give you the option to be like, hashtag new profile pic. Like, but like, that is kind of fab. Like, if your profile pic is T, bitch, boom. Because, like, for a while, offshoot, for a while, I feel like people thought hashtags were corny. But, like, hashtags are fab. I don't know. Hashtags are fab. But I feel like that's just like the trend cycle. Everything comes back around at some point. But yeah, I was like, bitch, if YouTube is doing that with the fucking profile pic, if they're letting my 6 subscribers know, I know them 6 bitches, whoever you are, y'all's phones was getting lit the fuck up. And first of all, I don't like how you can, any other app, you could go see who your followers are. YouTube, you cannot see who your subscribers are. Who the fuck are these 6 people? I don't like that because I don't know. Like, I have my parents blocked on social media. I have a lot of my family blocked because mind yours. And I don't know. I don't know who those 6 subscribers are. I know Dwayne is one of them because I remember, uh, that's so funny. This is my second time bringing him up in the first episode, which is crazy. I'm just saying him like y'all know who that is. It don't matter. Just act like you do. If you don't, you do. But first of all, I did not know he was one of the 6 subscribers. But I remember I found this out because I was taking a public speaking class online last fall. Yeah, fall 2024. And I had to upload videos of me answering the prompts. Those were like the assignments, how they were formatted, and you just had to upload them through YouTube, and you could like leave them unlisted and just submit the link. And he commented on my first one. I don't remember what he said. It was like, great job, love this, or something stupid like that. I was like, oh, how'd you get in here? Literally, Ariana, what are you doing here? Like, security? That one. Because this was supposed to be unlisted. I don't even know how you got in here, but you need to leave. Because those videos were so. I mean, like, they weren't feature films, they were for assignments. So it was just me in my room, like, hi, my name is Papa Tunde. Ooh, that's federal. Believe that. Let me not give out my legal first name on the pod. Okay, we'll go back and cut that, but that's funny. That is so funny. Anyway, yeah. So I don't know who those 6 subscribers are, but I changed my layout several many times last week, and what I came up with is actually very tea. Because at first I wanted a whole different vibe for my YouTube. I wanted it to be like mixed multimedia and like mid 90s aesthetic and just like kind of all that inspired, throwing everything at the wall and the kitchen sink. But I was kind of in a little bit of a creative dry spell, and the whole point of this podcast is for it to be an outlet for me. So I was like, we're going to shelf her and come back because, like, I plan on what I really want this podcast to be. It's Austin's World, you coming into my world sort of as my accountability buddy, because I think what I lack with my creative brain is consistency. And it's been a theme in other parts of my life, but we're not gonna Like, that's none of your business. But it is a theme in parts of my life. So this podcast is basically going to be my accountability buddy in all things. Because, like, I haven't started reading it yet, but I do own The Artist's Way. I pirated it, talking about I own it. I downloaded it off in a week. A Weagle? Right, a Weagle. I downloaded it off of an Oweagle website, and if you want it, I'll send you the link, okay? But I got The Artist's Way, haven't read her, but I know that one of the, like, principal things you have to do is, like, take yourself on a mandatory artist date by yourself once a week, every week. And, like, that alone is like, bitch, I could do it, but, like, like, what if something comes up? Like, girl, no. You have to be able to show up for yourself. That's the least you could do as yourself, is show up for yourself, which is actually quite easy. Move that out the way. Move that out the way. Bitch, is your time. So, this is going to be my time. I haven't even started the book yet, but I was just like, I need to do something. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to make sure if I know one thing is going to happen that week, it's going to be this pod. Okay, ho? And I do plan on having a release schedule. I really have one in my mind. Excuse me, because I work. I'm normally off Tuesdays. I'm normally off on random days, but there's always a Tuesday thrown in there, which I appreciate. Because, like, I do kind of really fuck with Tuesdays. I like Tuesdays. And I want the. Wow. Guys, my storage is full again. I just deleted Snapchat. That was 9 gigabytes. What the heck? Okay. Hold on. We're going to figure this out. I think I have a plan. One thing about me, I'm going to have a plan. A backup. Give me 1 second. Okay. Right. We're back. A third time. If you've noticed, a second angle shift and a significant increase in quality. We are now on my Fort Valley. Once again, very federal. I've given out my government first name and my school. Well, I this is on my school issued iPad. But yeah. So first of all, and when I set it up, I was like, whoa, the quality's very high. It's midnight. Ooh. I thought, oh my God, happy Halloween. And there's something very scary on the TV. Girl, to ring us in. Okay. We'll address her in a second. Let's address her. Let's address her. Yeah, we just switched to my iPad because I never used my iPad because I had my own before I attended. And yeah, I never used her. So I just had to switch the charger from my iPad to my laptop to my iPad. So if I have to get up and switch her one more time, although she's at full charge, we don't know how long that's gonna last though, because she's tried and true. She's tried and true. And I'm not necessarily making content for the money, but if ever money does come, I won't say it, but there will be signs. The videos are gonna come a little faster and be done a little better. Not that the quality of life with my devices is bad enough to impact the things I put out. Now, in terms of speed, absolutely, because when I tell you, if I open up Illustrator and Chrome on this laptop, she be ready to take off. Like, Like, no, it genuinely be coming alive. And then the heat of 1,000 suns upon thy lap. Like, why is it so hot? I genuinely have been at times where, like, I'm 2 hours into a project and I'm like, I genuinely might just melt the CPU. So let me save everything now. And then saving everything will take another whole genuine 5 minutes. And you might say that sounds short. Sit through 5 minutes, please. As your computer's hot and you think it's about to explode, 5 minutes? It's a very anxious 5 minutes. It's a very rocking back and forth 5 minutes, okay? Girl. So yeah, I say all that to say, if I do get some more from this, she's gonna be invested back into all of this. Cause literally, like, if I showed you the setup right now, I literally have just a circle of tech and cords that I'm just in the middle of. Let me speak into the mic. Hello. But anyways, getting back on topic again. If it doesn't work on this iPad, I'll try this one, and if it doesn't work, we'll switch to audio and figure something out by the time next episode comes. But honestly, this iPad might be the answer, just because I don't use this iPad. So if I have low stores on this iPad, that's how we will know that. I just noticed the mic was like really close to my face. That's how we will know that the storage crisis is truly a farce set up by, which one of them is still alive? Tim Cook? I know Steve Jobs. R.I.P. I think Tim Cook is currently working at Apple. I don't know. But it is set up by somebody. A scheme that Todd set up. How about that? Let's call up Todd and see if he can figure out. Come to Puerto Rico, drop some beats on all of these. Just drop some beats on these devices, and let's just hope something. But back to my weekend. Oh, I have unmedicated and undiagnosed presumptions of ADHD. If you know me in real life, you know that I'd probably walk into that doctor's office and they'd be like, girl, you know you got it. But I still want to get that card before I go walking around and be like, ADHD, nice to meet you. Name's Bonnie. Okay. Tipping my hat to her. But yes, when I get that diagnosis, y'all will be the first to know. I am now licensed. But no, you'll notice that this podcast that's why I have my notes here and I look to them a lot, because that's what is keeping us on a semblance of a track. I'm saying semblance because I think we might be coming up on 30 minutes into the pod soon, and I've not even gotten through my second point. So that'll do it. But yeah, my weekend consisted of me the past few weeks just setting up for the pod, and not saying anything about it because hashtag real bosses move in silence, and anxious ass bitches move in silence too. That's what that means. That's the personal meaning for me. Okay. Like, bitch, I don't have anxiety. I don't have ADHD. I'm just a boss. That's how it would be when I sit down in the psychiatrist's office. So how are you feeling? So I'm a boss. Right. And she'll give me my meds and I'll go. Because, girl, it's just that simple. I wish. But, yeah, I've just been prepping for the pod and then trying to set up some things on my other social medias that might be coming soon. Hey, period. And speaking of London Vlogs Gate, which we were just talking about earlier, keep up, but y'all remember, you were just listening to that part. But I do want to still come out with those because they were fab. In fact, I'm gonna clip this part down. I'm gonna clip her down and post it on my story with a poll and be like, "Bitch, do y'all still want the London vlogs? It's been months, but like, bitch, you wasn't there. You don't know what happened." And I don't even think I gave my friends like story times of what was going on in London because I was anticipating just putting out the vlogs. So yeah, I'm gonna do the poll anyway, but I think I'm still gonna put them out. Now that first one, if I'm still struggling with the voiceover, I'm putting it out with no voiceover. Like, girl, if I get in a stool and I still cannot figure out what to say on the track, then we're releasing her instrumental. We're releasing the instrumental if I can't figure out what the vocals shall be. But yes, other than that, my weekend was pretty nice. Other than that, I just went to work. Honestly, life has been quite stressful lately, but I'm already because I was feeling down in the dumps these past few days because this is a part of the true weekend update, bitch. The soundboard gate. Soundboard gate was hell. I ordered this mic off of Amazon. Pretty good quality, if I do say so myself. I also was like tediously searching for a good, cheap soundbar because I'm saving up soundboard. I'm saving up for a car too. So it was like, girl, I'm saving up for a car, but I'm going to use this little money on the side to fund the pod because it's a one-time investment for real. And a long-term investment at that because I plan on doing this for as long as I can. So I was like, this is really going to fulfill me. I need something to do on the side because between work life, home life, school life, I'm starting to go like I'm starting to go insane. But yeah, I got this mic. I got a soundboard as well. Literally programmed funny ass sounds into the soundboard. Then for the life of me, I could not figure out how to get the sounds coming from the soundboard because okay, I got the soundboard. The soundboard has I literally took a picture of it because I was so fucking confused. I'm gonna put it in here because first of all, this is a soundboard. It has a power button. This is on the top. A power button. A place for the power cord, which is just USB-C. A place to connect to your device, which is also USB-C. And I think that might be part of the problem. We'll put a pin in her. Then aux in, speaker out, headphones, headset, and then the actual XLR, XLR cord for the mic, which this didn't come with. This just came with a USB-C, which is like, okay, is she the new frontier or something? Like, I understand, but I also don't understand. USB-C can't be for everything because then everything will just go come with a USB-C. And it's like, girl, I'm just like, we need some variety because this is how we get to situations like this when ain't shit working. And it's like, I can't tell if it's the fact that this soundboard is cheap or if it's my Mac not being compatible with this soundboard. And it's like, normally you think the instruction packet will help you. It was not very descriptive in that regard. You would think maybe go to the website, see if they have customer service. Unfortunately, the website no longer even sells soundboards. They only sell if you've ever seen a split screen, 4 TVs next to each other, they sell the machine that basically helps you split one HDMI into 4 so you can put it in each TV. They sell those types of machines, which is funny because we just put one of those in the backyard. And I think the company that made this soundboard is the same one that made the thing outside for the TV. Hey, so don't piss me off. I just found out I'm a regular customer here. I'm about to write a letter and raise hell. I'm about to go to corporate, march on Capitol because what the fuck is going on with this soundboard? And I bought a cheaper one, which was $50. First of all, $50 cheap. Hello? I don't have just $1 million to spend on a soundboard. especially at the start of my pod, which is why I was like, we're just gonna go in raw because I never needed a soundboard. Hello, I am the soundboard. I stay referencing things randomly. So I was like, I'll just be my own soundboard. But I did have some good sounds. I'm not going to spoil them because when I figure out how to do my soundboard or return it and get a new one, which might be the second option. Although my coworker, her dad, he knows about tech stuff like that. So I'm going to like call her one day and be like, girl, hand him the phone. This is grown with folks' business. This girl folks business. How do I work this fucking soundboard? But yeah, that was soundboard gate. I literally spent hours, multiple days in a row, watching tutorials on other soundboards because nobody else in the world has this soundboard. I even went to consult the Amazon reviews, which were more helpful than anything, but like it still didn't because I got off track. One of the first problems with the soundboard was that I couldn't hear my I guess I just didn't understand how exactly you work with an audio mixer because I keep saying soundboard. It's an audio mixer with buttons with pre-recorded things that you can switch out with your own things. That was really the only reason I wanted a mixer. I'm not a huge audio tech buff. I don't work in what is it, AV? Yes, audio video. I don't work in AV. I'm not a part of the geek squad. So I don't know anything about an audio mixer. And I just got it for the buttons. I like to press buttons and I like to make noise. That was the whole point. I now realize everything has to be corded into the device that you're recording on so that it'll record the input the input from your mic and the input from the sounds on said soundboard. And the mixer itself lets you control the levels of everything, lets you control hearing it through the headphones. Because, first of all, I literally just bought the mixer and the soundboard first. I didn't even have headphones, which was like, ooh. What I mean by mic doing that? Calm down. But yeah, I didn't even have headphones, which I didn't deep it at first because the people I watched that did like podcasts from home, they didn't have headphones, but I guess they just did like audio tests before. But I like the idea of having headphones so I can at least hear that everything's working because that would piss me off so bad if I got up from like an hour and a half, 2 hour session and nothing recorded. Ooh, I would get my mic cord and just do what I do. Okay. Let me know. But yes, the mixer was doing is I was expecting me to just plug everything in, the mixer would do the rest, and I just shove her in my laptop and she'd be doodle. Okay, done. But no. I had to order headphones and then a regular XLR cord for the mic because the mic only came with USB-C and the XLR is just the standard power cord. Um and like it wouldn't even work. Like the problem with the soundboard, sorry, the mixer itself was that it just would not connect to my laptop without doing Bluetooth. And when it would Bluetooth to my laptop, it wouldn't like it would be picked up as a speaker but not a microphone. And I think it needed to be picked up as either a microphone or both for it to work the way I wanted it to work. Because the feed from the mic needs to go into the recording, which is being done from the laptop. Because I'm recording this on a voice memo on my laptop. And since I don't have the soundboard and I don't feel like fucking cracking the Da Vinci Code right now, I just have my mic plugged into my laptop as God intended. I didn't feel like doing all of that bullshit with the soundboard because it was just pissing me off. And when I got the headphones, it was like, okay, I can hear everything now. Now I know that it's not just a scam because literally I didn't have headphones. The mic wasn't working. So it was just, I literally just plugged it in and it just had shiny colors. I was like, oh, bitch, like, did y'all just play in my face? Like, this was $50. But after I got the headphones, it was like, okay, I'm understanding how to actually work this now. And I have it figured out. I have everything figured out except for how to actually connect it to my laptop. So that was the main issue that took so long to get this together. It's currently Friday. I started recording on Thursday, but it's currently 12:23. So here we are. But yeah. We got here. I was supposed to record on Tuesday. My plan was to record. See, this is the ADHD I'm talking about. I was talking about my favorite days of the week like 15 minutes ago. And I mentioned that because I'm normally off on Tuesdays and my favorite day of the week is Thursday. So my plan was to record Tuesdays, edit Tuesday and Wednesday to give myself some time just in case life happens, and then release Thursday. Not really at a set time, but just release it on Thursday. And that's probably going to be my schedule going forward. But time didn't allot for that because I spent several days trying to figure out how to master the fucking $50 sound mixer, which still have not slayed that beast. But we're going to just cross that bridge when we get there. And like I said, probably just return her and get a more well-known mixer that'll probably be like at most $10 to $20 more, or maybe just find a more popular one that is around the same price range with maybe less buttons. I think what drew me in about this soundboard specifically was that it had 6 buttons for sounds. I feel like the ones I saw either had too many or not enough. I'm just going to settle for one of those and just cut down on sounds. Like, I don't need a whole keyboard worth of sounds because then the whole podcast is just going to be me pushing buttons, which nobody wants that. Come on now. Me in a room full of buttons, a bull in a china shop, girl. I'm very thirsty tonight. I don't know. Ooh. Cause I didn't know y'all were all in the business of the couch. I think I had the camera because now I'm like chilly because I have a fan pointed at me now. But that's why I have my blanket. But yeah, the angle was a little tilted this way a little bit, but I'm the only one in here, so I don't feel like getting up and changing it again. I'm comfortable. And yeah, it was moved over. I didn't realize you guys could see my little tissue and my cord back up. That was the real. When I switched this iPad, it was like, oh, okay, we just went into HD. Calm down. This is a bit much in terms of quality. I wasn't expecting you to see every pore on my face, every ridge in the wall. Like, oh, that's kind of good. I don't know if that even picked up. I think it did. That was just a little ASMR. Let me stop. Okay. Anyway. This is crazy. Let me just move on to the next portion of our show, which is a segment that I want to introduce called Giving the Girls Their Tens. And in this segment, I just want to be able to pick because I feel this way about myself. I don't know. I feel like I put a lot of work into the stuff that I do, post, and like, I don't know. Like, I just want more clout. Like, okay, let me not say more clout. That's crazy. I don't want more clout, but just like, I would love if more people saw my stuff. And I feel that way about a lot of people that I come across because living in like Fayetteville, which is just a suburb outside of Atlanta, like we have certain people, like we had a few celebrities come from my school. And like, first of all, because why? I think Kevin Durant was just there the other day because we had this like star basketball player come out of my school, go to the league. He was doing it big. Word to Jabari. But like, I don't know. I'm not a basketball fan, so I don't know about all that tea. But I don't know. There's just so many fab girls, both in Fayetteville and in Fort Valley, that I feel like really deserve more recognition because they are just damn bitches. So that's gonna be this segment, giving the girls their tens. It's in the name. Like, what more do you actually want from me? But the first girl that I'm choosing to give the girls their tens to. One second, because why is she not coming up now, sister? Not now. Is not the time. Now is not the time to be acting up. What is this girl Instagram? Cause the plan is just to. Ooh, the plan is just to. There we go. The plan is just to shout them out, give them their tens, and plug their Instagram. She got a lot of followers. I know that's right, queen. Period. I'm giving her tens, girl. She already got them. But here's some more. The first person I want to give their tens to, her birthday just passed. Andrea from Fort Valley. Andrea, come to the front. Come to the front, Andrea. I love Andrea down. I love her down. She was one of the first people I met in Fort Valley. And like, we were never extremely close, but like, we always spoke when we saw each other. She always just was the nicest, sweetest girl with the warmest demeanor. She always had the teest body to ever tee down. Like, girl, she's just the girl. She's not the girl. She's the woman. She's the woman. And I don't know. She's just that bitch to me. Like, ooh, she's that girl. Her birthday just passed. I see her birthday post. Girl, I gagged. She's just so gorgeous. I love her. She's so sweet. She's amazing. Smells divine. One funny memory I remember, she came, this was freshman year, she came to my dorm to hang out with me and my roommate. Oh, we'll get into him. But she came to our dorm and we watched White Chicks together. And it was funny. I love White Chicks. I love Andrea. So that's the first girl. The second girl on the list is funny. Both of them were recent birthdays. It's just a Scorpio party today. But bitch, I had to talk about this. Ace, please stand up and come to the front. Oh, she gagged the girls so fiercely. She gagged the girls bad. Me being girls, I gagged. I'm not saying it's hard to make me gag. Some of my friends say I'm a very easy person to gag, but no, bitch. Her fucking birthday shoot was nasty. And I had to, let me get in close. I had to talk about this because, bitch, I don't know, she gave it. She gave an editorial set that was just so nasty because, like, no shade. Let's just have a candid conversation about birthday shoots. Some of them can be tired. And I'm not even trying to read the dolls because I'm not saying that my birthday shoots have been anything sort of exquisite. Bitch, I be taking pictures in the restaurant. This past year, though, I did 2 birthday shoots, and I don't care what nobody say. I gagged them. They were gagging a little bit in the comments. They was gagging just a tad. Just because, like I said, bitch, I barely post. So when I do post, the girls do gag, especially because I feel like I'm a serial story liker. And like I said, I do gag at everything. So I be giving the girls their tens on a regular basis, which is why I wanted to involve this in the podcast, because I just love to give the girls, especially black women, their flowers. There's not going to only be girls in this segment, or black girls for that matter. I do have one or two white queens who is like, okay. Yes. But I just had to give it to my two black queens for this first one. And it's gonna be black women for a lot of these. Let me not, guys, calm down. We know where you are, okay? You knew what this was gonna be. But yes, I just had to give tens. Back to the birthday shoot point though. Sometimes they can be very samey. And when I see a birthday shoot that really gags me, bitch, I'd be like, yes, because my 21st birthday is in March. I'm a Pisces, March 14th. Be ready, bitch, because that birthday shoot, I'm telling you now, I've already been coming up with ideas. I'm already in talks with the photographer. I'm already getting things together now because you only turn 21 one time and I need to shut it down. I need to shut it down. Like, no, it has to be a very serious thing on my 21st birthday. And was it Ace's 21st birthday? It was her 21st birthday. That's why she had to gag him. First of all, let's talk about how she gagged him with multiple purse? Multiple posts with multiple wigs, multiple hairs, and they were all creative as fucking ate bad. She just ate this so bad. Like, I don't care. I don't care. She gave a concept. She gave budget. She gave quality. It was just amazing. I loved it, and I lived, and I'm living, and I love. I'm in love. You ate. Thank you. I really appreciated that. I did. I'm gagging. I love it. So yeah, that concludes the Giving the Girls Their 10 segment. Thank you to Andrea and Ace. I'm gonna put their Instagrams either on screen or in the description, and put the pictures of them. I'll put it all on screen because yeah, just to make it easy for you. But yeah, speaking of me getting chilly, because I'm literally chilly right now, trying to readjust every fucking few seconds. I'm also dying because, like, can I take my glasses off for a second? They're not even real. So I'm gonna set these to the side, and then I'm gonna just like let my ears breathe in these earphones because, like, whoa, it's kind of really like the glasses headphone combo for this like 45 minutes that we've been going. Whoa, over 45, probably like 50 now. But that combo was gnarly, girl. I had to let the ears breathe. That was just getting to be a bit much. But moving on here in my notes, I wanted to talk about how, in the essence of me being chilly and being bundled up for my first episode, because this is going to be the setup for most of the episodes, just bundled up in the theater room, chatting shit, vibe. Hold on. That wasn't a good example. I'll pop into my British accent at a later date. It'll be a little better. I'm just a little shaky right now. But yeah, in the essence of everything being chilly, me being cozied up, I wanted to talk about the fact that, guys, I don't know if you noticed, but it's finally fall. It is finally fall. It is, oh shit, it's Halloween. I keep forgetting. Happy Halloween once again. It's Halloween when I'm recording this. It's definitely not Halloween when I really see this. But let's hope, fingers crossed, that it's not too far after. Speaking of Halloween, I know this is my first episode, but I do have a treat coming for you guys soon. Yes, bitch, trick or treat. I've got a treat. Isn't that a song? Because I'm the trick and I'm the treat. No, because you the trick and I'm the treat. I think it's a Saucy Santana song. I'm also thinking of a Bunna B song, but that's not what I'm. That's not. That's a different lyric. I'm thinking because I'm the one and not the. I don't know. We all over the place. But back to it being fall. It is October. Jesus, is about to be November. It is about to be November, and yeah, fall is upon us fully. We're in full effect. Halloween is today. It's cold outside. It is actually currently. It's not coming up on my iPad, but I'm pretty sure it's like literally 40 degrees right now, which I don't know. I feel like fall has not been falling these past few years in Georgia until literally the bitter end of the year. Like, why did it take halfway through November for temperatures to drop? But, this year, fall came a little earlier. Fall came like, I'd say early October, maybe midway through October. It was feeling cold, and I was like, oh, thank him. Thank you, Lord. Like, girl. Because I don't know, I like fall. Although sometimes it does come with a seasonal depression, I try and romanticize my way out of that. Like Gilmore Girls, hot cocoa, fuzzy socks. You're not sad. Clean your room, bitch. Get up now and do it. Bitch, I need to clip that and play it anytime I just am feeling lazy in the winter seasons because that be the problem. I do not want to leave that bed. Girl, that's too damn bad. You keep digging. That's what I be having to tell myself. But it's fall, so I just want to list some fall favorites. Talk about my favorite things about fall. I love fall. I don't know if it's my favorite season. I feel like I don't know. I'm very indecisive about a lot of things, so I can't really decide on my favorite season. But I do. I don't know. I love spring, summer, and fall. No shade to winter. No shade to winter. I did just single her out, but like, girl, sometimes it be too cold. But one of my favorite things that's on this fall favorites list, a lot of these go for winter too, but like winter just be fall but OD. Like, okay, we get it, it's cold. Like it did like the fall temperatures was I already had to adjust. I'm having to adjust in the house right now. Like I want to zip up this jacket, but then I don't want to be buttoned up to the top. But like, girl, winter literally be fall but OD because like we knew it was cold. You didn't have to remind us, and I need more winter clothes, more fall clothes as well. Maybe then my relationship will heal, but not really because I do be getting sick, and I don't like the feeling of being sick. But one of my favorite things, I'm just gonna go in whatever order I want to with this list. And I want to bring this up first because it's just one of my favorite fall things and winter things. This is one thing, one redeemable thing about winter for me is like I grew up in a house where in the morning they would get that glob of cocoa butter or that glob of it was like Aquaphor back then and just rub it in. Like I would genuinely think they were just smushing my face around like wish my eye was here, my nose was here. Like, okay, fix me back because you just doing stuff. Especially when my dad would get me ready in the mornings because he was just rough for no reason. Like, I brush my teeth every day. Why are they bleeding now that you're doing it? Calm down. He used to be so aggressive, Jesus, but he still is very aggressive. Calm all that down, sir, please. But yeah, I grew up in a house where we were slathered in oil and sent on our way every morning for school. So that, like, I call it the morning donut phase. I don't know, maybe everybody calls it this. But I just love going out in the morning feeling like a glazed donut because that The lucky thing about being oiled up like that is there was a heat retention that came with it. Like my whole body would be cold but kind of warm inside of the fuzzy and like the padded clothing, like the cozy clothes. I'll be warm inside, and then my face will be warm because of the oil. And I don't know. It just used to feel like I would freeze in place. Like it would feel like a winter Botox. Like just I'm just out at the bus stop giving the girls like facelift boots. Like bitch, one of my favorite analogies. I'm so mad, and this is another reason why I'd be like, I need to just put things out when I make them or when I say them, because I be saying funny ass shit, and like everybody says like nobody's ever had an original thought, but it happens so often that I'll say something funny as fuck, and then it'll come up as a hit tweet on the TL like a day later. And it's like, bitch, you beat me to it. Not that they were gonna go up for it anyway, because people don't go up for my tweets, which is a blessing because I don't know. I don't need my tweets to blow up, honestly. I do kind of like the privacy and the echo chamberification. Like, bitch, the only person who will see my tweet is Cerez. And that is a blessing. I think that's all I need. Every once in a while, I'll get like 20, 30 likes on a tweet. Girl, feeling like a cash cow. Like, bitch, I sold out for 20, 30 likes, period. Thank you. That tweet just went platinum. And I thank my supporters, all 30 of you. But yeah, was saying that because that phrase about, I don't even remember what the hit tweet said, but the facelifts that are going around, because me and Julius, my roommate, that's best. Love Julius down. He'll be on here soon, okay, bitch, to come and key. But we were talking about the facelifts going around. I'm talking about it like it's crack, bitch. The facelifts going around in the community, but excuse me. But the facelifts going around in the community, like Kris Jenner and Miss Tina, bitch, they are yoinked. Like, and I said this analogy to Julius. I was like, bitch, the doctor put their foot on the back of their head and just grabbed the loose skin and pulled it back and tied it in a knot. And bitch, anytime now that I'm thinking about like a really fierce facelift or just really like just being sucked up into it, I just think of bitch like somebody put their fucking foot on the back of that bitch head. And that's what the morning donut face used to feel like. Like it would just feel like winter came and put, not winter, the power of the cocoa butter came and put its foot on the back of my head and snatched me up tight. Like, girl. And I'm right. Just like that. But yes, that is one of my favorite things about fall and winter, because it just starts your day off right. Just starts you off feeling fab, feeling hydrated. And I remember, bitch, like, he gonna watch this episode and be like, why the fuck do you keep bringing me up? Like, this is my genuine fourth time. But Dwayne used to walk around all the time, oiled up like that. And people used to always be like, why is your face wet? And he would just be like, mama, it's skincare. And bitch, like, that quote echoes in my mind because literally, yes. Like, bitch, I don't know. I don't like the matte. I don't like matte anything. I like to be glossed up. And speaking of gloss, I think my gloss is caking. So give me a second, guys. Back to the tea. Just did my lip. Let me get back to my notes. But yes, so morning donut face. That's my first fall favorite. My second one is gonna be hot cocoa. I've never been a coffee doll, although I am starting to turn into the coffee doll. I don't know. Well, not the doll. I'm like a coffee doll in training. I've been getting into matcha. I tried matcha. I liked her. I had an iced matcha latte with like, I think there was caramel, coconut, and French. No. I think it was French vanilla, coconut, and something else. Um, And it was good with cold foam. It was delish from Duncan. And yeah, she was fab. And yes, she was delish. Love her, but I've always been the hot cocoa though. I love hot cocoa. Hot cocoa. I love it. I live for it, especially hot cocoa with a nice creamer inside, cause I live in a coffee family. But they be having tea as creamers. I remember, guys, don't read me, but it was delish. It was this cinnamon toast crunch coffee creamer, and I would put it in the hot cocoa. Are you shitting me? It was fucking delicious. Oh my god, I think about it all the time. I'm thinking about it right now. Ugh. But I forgot what creamer we have right now. But I just love hot cocoa, especially in the morning. My dream breakfast, because first of all, breakfast is my favorite meal of the day. I have some people in my life who despise breakfast, but you know, I'm always a to each their own, doll. Not always, sometimes. So, you know, more for me. I love to say that all the time. When somebody doesn't like something I like, bitch, more for me, okay? Because literally, yes. But I love breakfast, and dream breakfast is literally, simple. Eggs, scrambled eggs, bacon, or sausage. Honestly, I'm in a sausage era right now, but I'll say bacon. A hash brown, I'm literally describing like a fucking Waffle House blade. But I like a patty hash brown more than just like a scrambled Waffle House hash brown. I like a patty hash brown. And then, sorry, this background music is like throwing me off. And then I like a toast, or no, a croissant with some strawberry jelly. Sometimes I'll use that to make a little sandwich, but yeah, croissant with strawberry jelly, and then hot cocoa with a creamer, and then maybe a water on the side. Or maybe scratch the hot cocoa and do a juice in the water. And then, honestly, if I really want to open up y'all's mind, orange juice isn't the only fruit juice for a breakfast. Have you ever had apple juice with a? Well, now see, that's the only thing, girl. You gonna be tooting and booting because people don't ever. Well, people really, it was just me. I didn't deep before the fact that apple juice is a natural detox. So she will clean you out after that breakfast if the eggs didn't already do it. Like, girl, the eggs get to starting a little toot and boot sensation, but the the apple juice added in there, girl, Chernobyl. Please, just one or the other. I can't do both. It's far too much. But I prefer a lemonade. Oh, am I crazy? A nice little lemonade with my breakfast. Not too much though, like a small glass. Or I'd like a tall. This is my fantasy. A tall, skinny glass with a little straw and some ice, of course. A little lemonade with my breakfast and a water on the side. Yeah. I don't even know how we got there from hot cocoa, but I do love hot cocoa as well. And I love breakfast. I should put that on my fall favorites, but that's really a year round favorite. It's my favorite meal of the day. Although I've been eating a lot of breakfast lately, I'm kind of getting tired of her. I need to let her rest. I've also been eating a lot of chicken lately. Like, I'm not to turn into a chicken. I need to take a break. I honestly just want to take a break from meat, period. I'll update you guys on that, and we'll see if anything comes from that. Moving forward, cozy clothes. It's another fall favorite, although me and cozy clothes don't always go together because unfortunately I run hot. I get hot very easily. Quickest way to piss me off or get me overstimulated or just feeling anxious, bitch, when I'm hot. And if I'm sweating, and then if people are noticing, that'll get me into the social anxiety cycle so fast. That starts it up. That winds it up. I don't hey, can the AC be turned on in here? That's my favorite. Like, can we cut the AC? Like, do you got a fan? Like, or honestly, I'll try and clock it first. Like, look around. Is there AC? Is it running? Can it be turned on? Is there a fan in the room? Can it be put on me? Bitch, can I dry off real quick? Is there a bathroom that I could just go fix up? Or should I just go home? And that be the answer most of the time. Get the fuck up out of there. Okay? Because hell no. I don't want it. But yes, this episode has gone on for a long time. So I'm gonna skip a lot of these. Especially because, like I said, there's a Halloween treat coming soon. So I can save some of this. I think we're gonna move on to the next part, which is oh, before I do that, let me just finish this with cozy clothes because I just cut myself off. How the hell you cut yourself off? With the cozy clothes, I run hot, so we're kind of in a toxic relationship where I love the idea of a cozy outfit, but most times I end up changing back into some sort of shorts because I just got hot. Like, what can I tell you? So I'm still working on mending that relationship with cozy clothes. But I want to move into the next segment, which I don't know what I'm going to call it yet. This is just a working title. I'm thinking Austin's World. We're in space. I'm thinking we're getting an intergalactic transmission on the space station. So we have a caller. I told people to submit story times. If they need advice, just come and talk. And we have a caller. So let's see what they have to say. Let me turn this up.
Hey Austin, I was just watching Scream and I just had to tell you and the viewers, um, I was watching Scream for the first time. I've never seen Scream in a day in my life, but I've heard all the audios on TikTok. I've seen clips. I already know who Ghostface is, unfortunately. You know, it all got spoiled for me. But that's what I get for being late to the party. But I just want to say his voice, so incredibly scrumptious. If he called me, we would have been getting our freak on immediately. He wouldn't have killed me because I'd be too busy. I'd be too busy. Actually, I can't even continue. But there was this one part where he was like, "What's your favorite scary movie?" Or it was crazy. I I was feeling it. Y'all hear something purring?
Oh no, I don't think I do. Oh no, thank you. I'm not hungry. I'm not hungry. That is hilarious. Well, about that, I have to say, I've never been, let me not say never been, but most times I'm not super into like a deep voice or a certain type of voice. But every once in a while, somebody will catch me off guard. And I'll be like, oh, something is purring. I think I hear it, but no. In this case, I haven't seen, what is it, Scream? Yeah, no, I haven't seen Scream. Um, so I haven't experienced that particular experience. Maybe I should watch it. I won't. I'll watch some of those TikToks with the audio and see if I do indeed hear a purring. We'll investigate that, but apart from that, that is a very interesting, and I wonder if that experience is unique. You guys can comment down below if you've ever felt that way about Scream and Ghostface. Um, so yeah, definitely. I think I'm actually very happy with this caller because, like I said, I am recording this on Halloween, so it fits perfectly with what we've got going on here today. I'm not in costume. I should have come in costume. Well, like I said, I have a treat coming for you guys, so just wait. Shh, just wait. I have a treat coming for you guys. Just wait. But anyway, thank you so much for that call in. That was a wonderful first caller. Way to start it off. Oh, I'm looking at my notes here, and there was a part that I forgot to fill in. And this is just our next segment, which is recommendations. I don't know if I'm gonna have a title for that segment. Everything here is a work in progress. This is just a pilot. So for those of y'all who are here listening, y'all are real ass bitches. We'll get to that at the end though. So the next thing is just recommendations of things I want to talk about. I'm gonna write down the things that I do say during this, just to make sure that I don't repeat them in the future. Um, but my recommendations as of right now, first thing, this comes with a little mini pre-story. So I am Nigerian, and for the longest time, we did not celebrate Halloween. My parents still don't. They just don't really care that if we do or not, because they're like, they used to be really super strict with their kids about like witchcraft. Like I couldn't even watch Wizards of Waverly Place. And I remember one time I told on myself to my mom about me watching it. She didn't do anything because my dad is Nigerian. My mom is from Chicago. She's from Illinois, but um, so like she cared about that stuff because I mean like it's her house and her rules. So like if she doesn't want her kids to do that, she's not gonna want to. But I think deep down she knew like it's not that serious because I mean like she grew up doing Halloween, which I was so jealous of. Like, oh, okay, we had to do Hallelujah Day, but it's not even any tea. Hallelujah Day was still a key for the ages. You go get your face paint and get your candy and your little trunk or treat. Go to the trunk or treat. Go to the trunk or treat. Go to the trunk or treat with get your face paint. Oh girl, I used to be up in geesh with the face paint, like girl, with the face paint. Get my trunk or treat on. Get in the little bouncy castle and just have me a grand old time. Absolutely. Used to love Hallelujah Day, so no shade to her, but weren't allowed to watch anything like that as kids. So I have just now been getting into all of the like cult, not even cult classic, mainstream, just classic Halloween movies. And I just watched Practical Magic the other day with Sandra Bullock and Nicole Kidman. Phenomenal movie. I loved it so much. I loved it. Cause I love witchy stuff. I love witchy stuff. I'm making my friend watch Agatha All Along right now. Again, I watched it last year when it came out, which is like the anniversary now because I remember the last episode came out on Halloween, and now it's Halloween, and here we are talking about it. Wonderful show. If you guys haven't seen Agatha All Along, definitely tune in because bitch, that's that show. I love a show that's a gagger, like a show that's kind of mystery based. That's a gagger. It gagged me fiercely when all the pieces came together at the end. I said, "Ooh, well, yes." But yeah. So Practical Magic is my first recommendation. That movie was so good. It's just about like a little family of witches. Like all the women in their family going back are witches, and the main characters Nicole Kidman and Sandy Bullock are sisters. Their mother was also a witch. She accidentally placed a curse on the family that any man they fall in love with would die, or any man that falls in love with them, same thing, would die. And yeah, they're working through the movie to not necessarily, yeah, just watch the movie. It's really good. Halloween classic. Unfortunately, it is already Halloween. When this comes out, it might not be Halloween anymore. I don't think I'll be releasing this later today. But we'll see. I don't have anything else to do. I'm off of work. So, yeah. Other than filming that Halloween treat for you guys. So excited for that. And yeah, so that's my first recommendation. My second recommendation, because I want to do one that's music related. Oh, I already know. My second recommendation is gonna be just Raven Lene as a full artist. I love her music so much. And you guys have probably heard Love Me Not. And oh, I see you, but I see you right here. You know that song. I love that song. But girl, that's not even her best. That's not even her best. That's not even the best song on that album. Bah. Like hello. Not even the best song on that album. So if I had to recommend a specific song to you guys right now, I would say either the first song I ever heard by her actually was in 2022 when she dropped her LP Hypnos. So the first song I ever heard by her back then was actually Venom. Yeah, it was Venom. And I listened to that project so good. But her debut album Bird's Eye came out last year. It is so good. Literally, because I started this thing like probably 2023 when, yeah, 2023. And it helped me into 2024 because 2024, everybody and their actual mother wanted to drop an album. And it was like, bitch, I can't even remember what songs I like from each album because I'm on to the next, like literally later that week. Savannah, slow down. Okay. So I just started going through, and when I would listen to albums on my first listen, I would just go and star all the songs I like. Every single song on this album. I don't know why I showed you. You can't see that. It's starred. Every single song is starred. But if I had to recommend one to you right off the bat, it would be One of One. Listen to One of One. Bitch, the beeps. Yes, I love One of One. And then if I had to recommend an older song to you guys, because I haven't finished this EP, but her Crush EP from 2018, it's giving early Steve Lacy. He's actually a frequent collaborator with her. Like he's on most of the songs on this EP. But I would recommend Closer off of Crush or the Night Song. Love them both. And yeah, if you like Steve Lacy, you would love Raven Lene. I feel like most of the people who I follow and who would be listening to this podcast are probably already tapped in. But if you're not, girl, get in. In the words of Tiana Taylor, we've got the classic curl shade. Get in, okay? Anyway, so yeah, that's gonna be it for my recommendations this week. Raven Lene and Practical Magic. And yeah, that's it for that. I think that's gonna be it today. Like, we had a great, phenomenal first episode. I really feel like this went perfect. I'm so happy with how everything turned out. We may not have a soundboard, but like, bitch, we got big fat pussies. Okay, like, why did you just, why the fuck? Anyway, yeah, we we got something. It was a great first episode. I don't know why the fuck I just said it. We had a great first episode, and yeah, we do got big fat pussies. Everybody who's listening to this right now got a fat pussy. I might cut all this out, but thank you guys so much for listening to the first episode of the Austin's World pod. Thank you for coming. I hope you all had a great time. And I'll be back next week. Let's hope you are too. And make sure to remember, it's my world and you're just living in it. But do come back next week, please. I had a great time. So